Hi, welcome back to the June edition of the 3-Season Diet Challenge. And this is your monthly packet video for the month of June. June is a really interesting month because it's sort of the not really spring and it's not really summer. It's that season in between where, depending on where you live, it can feel like summer, and depending on where you live, it can feel like spring. So it's a really interesting time of the year. So one of the rules, general rules, is that if you're in a place where it still feels like spring or maybe even winter, depending where you live, then you want to continue eating those spring foods right into June. If you live in a place in the South where it's really hot by June, you definitely are well into eating, the summer foods early in June. Now, here's a way to actually get what's called the superfoods for the month of June. Because June is that transitional month. You've got foods on the spring grocery list over here and the summer grocery list over here. Now, if you look at all those foods and you find the foods that are on both the spring list and both the summer list, which happens to be in your spring packet, your June packet, you'll see all the superfoods that you can eat in June. So it's really cool. These are the best of spring and the best of summer. So you get these superfoods for this time of the year. Circle the foods on that list that you particularly like and consider them your medicines. Other things like dandelions and sprouts and berries. Berries are powerful lymphatic movers that are really important to help do that final cleanse in June. We think of June as sort of the last chance for a spring cleanse. If you haven't cleansed yet, definitely consider our short home cleanse or our Anytime Colorado cleanse. Really important. You can cleanse anytime, even in the summer, don't get me wrong. It's fine to do that, but the rules change. You get some other systems. You're going to dissipate heat better in the summer. You're going to detoxify fat better in the spring. So just different things are going to be more sort of teed up, ready to be cleansed at different times of the year. But I always say the best time to cleanse is when you have the time to rest and relax and take some time. So that's always the golden rule that makes the cleanse most effective. So better to have a relaxing summer cleanse than a rushed spring cleanse. But anyway, June is the last month for that to happen. So you'll look at your packet, you'll see the superfoods, so you can take a look at them. Really great thing to know about and how to navigate that. Also, spring foods have three primary tastes. Scratch that. Sour, scratch that too. The spring tastes are pungent, bitter, and astringent. Okay, so pungent foods are spicy foods. Bitter foods are like your leafy greens, and astringent foods are like beans. And beans are fantastic, by the way. You should always be thinking about getting as much beans in your diet. They have lots of fiber, and they attach to the bad bile, take it to the toilet. Otherwise, up to 94% of that bile ends up going back to your liver, dumping it into the blood and creating real problems. So beans are one of the highest sources of fiber, super easy to get, loaded with protein, a really great vegetarian source of protein. So the spring list is pungent, bitter, and astringent. And the summer list is sweet, bitter, and astringent. Okay, so the sweet fruits and stuff are harvested in the summer more, obviously. But the transitional month of June, the sweets really haven't happened yet. The berries have, but they're not really sweet. They're very bitter and very sour and those kinds of things. So they're more on the astringent side. And so we're going to take the two tastes, the astringent and the bitter tastes are the two that cross over on both lists. So we have bitter and astringent in the spring and bitter and astringent in the summer. Those are the two that match. So when you look at those grocery lists, that's what you're going to be eating more of in the month of June. Unfortunately, the bitter and astringent foods aren't loaded with pasta and loaded with starches. They really haven't happened yet. We're still definitely in the austere time of the year, a low-fat harvest, forcing your body to burn more fat. So this is a great time to lose those extra winter pounds still. It's a time to reset your fat metabolism. It's a time where sugar has not hit the radar screen yet, really, from nature's perspective. The fruits really haven't happened in a big way, a little here and there, but not a lot. So we're talking about resetting our ability to burn fat, make energy last. Start thinking about definitely no snacking, making your energy last longer through the day, 3 good meals a day at the maximum, course, if you have a blood sugar issue, you might need 4 meals a day to start, then work your way down to 3, and then you're going to be okay. But the idea is that this is the time to start to become a better fat burner. Great time to engage in exercise as well. I talk about nasal breathing exercise, very powerful way to force the body to breathe deeply into the lower lobes of your lungs, which is the calm nerves, while you're exercising, and the body goes, oh wow, I'm exercising, but I'm breathing into the calm nerve, so I'm allowing myself to do this work from a non-stressful place, and when I'm in a non-stressful place, the body burns fat. Great way to reset fat burning with exercise, which we all sort of want to get out and do stuff in the spring because you're finally able to go outside. And this is a great way to make sure you maximize your benefits by closing your mouth, breathing through your nose. Please read all the articles we have on our nasal breathing page about all the research we've done on nasal versus mouth breathing exercise. Very, very powerful thing. Also, we're doing something really cool. If you haven't noticed, we're giving you all the edible flowers for each month. It's really cool. So we have like the daylilies are available, lavender is available, chamomile is available, dandelions are available. So many different foods are available this time. Flowers are available for us to eat. And you want to look at that list in your packet as well and play with some garnishes or adding some of those flowers to your diet. They're loaded with concentrated nutrition, loaded with antioxidants, and they can really be a lot of fun for us and begin to kind of re-enter this idea that flowers are actually a very beautiful source of food. And they have also these very subtle effects that are energetic effects that seem to help unlock some of our old emotional patterns, thus the ancient Bach flower remedies, and we give you that information as well in your packet. So please enjoy the June packet. Hopefully you're not getting rained on as we are here in Colorado, and hopefully you'll have a great start of summer here as we enter the month of June. Enjoy. I'll see you next month. Thanks for listening.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at lifespa.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.